That is called a duck walk. I don't know, just feels good on the knees. I keep expecting it to get easier every time I do it, but it only gets worse. And this morning I was 255, which means we only got 15 pounds left till we hit 240. And knowing that we're that close and I still feel this good, I figure I'm just going to send it, aim for the high to mid 230s by the middle of September, and give myself a little bit of wiggle room to grow into the meet. And I think the plan is high bar, low box. So hopefully this box is low enough. Rock. That's enough. And I am very glad that Joel called 4 reds and a yellow, because I did not want to go straight to 5. Gotta put the belt on for this one though. And you know what? I don't know if I want to do... And you know what? I don't know if I want to do more than that today. And yeah, this is a little bit out of character, but considering how not smooth the last couple sessions went, I think I'm gonna call it there and move on to the hack squats. And I feel fucking shittered, so 4 plates might be the work set. I'll grow up here and go 5. And I don't know if you guys are bored of watching hacks week in and week out yet, but I know that I am definitely not bored of them, just because I know how much it's going to help when I actually get to real squatting again. And performance in terms of weight on the bar, not quite there today. Feel like a bag of ass, but that means that I still can prioritize performance in terms of effort, execution, intent, and even though 5 plates and hack squat isn't very good, still gonna call that a win because of how hard I pushed into that set regardless of the fields. And because my knees felt pretty good this week, gonna do the same thing that I did last week for the split squats and just go left leg, right leg, back and forth until I die. And I'll probably trim out most of it again because it's gonna take like 10 fucking minutes to finish. Yeah, that sucks balls, in case anyone was wondering, but time for more reverse hypers. The only downside of the reverse hyper is there's such a freaking pain in the ass to load and unload, and if I had it my way, the machine would stay with 4 to 5 plates on it at all times. But how much hip I got out of it makes it worth the literal pain in the ass. And I don't know, I'm a little bored with single arm dumbbell rows, and I kind of want to touch a little bit more upper back than lat. So we'll run some Meadows rows, trying to drive elbow out against the lever and really get into the rear delt, infra, and etc. on these guys. I haven't really ran these since the pec surgery, and to my surprise, the pec actually feels the slightest bit vulnerable on the eccentric, and I don't know why, but that's probably a reason to keep cranking on these to make it less vulnerable over time. And I think with how I feel, standing abs going to be the best call for the day, not because they're an easier movement, but because they're an easier movement. And what I mean by that is, like, I think they're the only thing right now that I'm really willing to crank in and work hard on, so we're going to take advantage of that. And like with how kind of shitty the Wednesday deadlift day felt, and then how kind of shitty the Thursday bench day felt, and then today feeling a similar amount of shitty, I'm at least happy because I'd say today was a much more successful training day, because Wednesday and Thursday I was still like trying to force it with the shitty feels, whereas today I just kind of rode at the shitty feels, made sure I was in the pocket being productive. And I think that what I did today is going to give me a better chance at doing better in the coming weeks, rather than just, trying to force more shit where the shit doesn't want to be forced. And I think that with how hard I do need to push the diet for the rest of the duration of the diet to get where I need to be, I'm probably going to have a lot more days that kind of are a little bit shitty, but it ain't the end of the world. I know why it's there. I'm still going to do my best with it. And if I freshen up and feel better this week, freaking sick. If I don't, whatever, diet's almost done. I know I'm going to have more food and more calories soon, so I ain't too worried about it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to support the channel, or you want a little bit more help with perspective on training and trying to figure out how the decision-making process works in powerlifting, or how to better coach athletes, or just how to better program for yourself, hop on the Team Activated Community on School. It is a place for lifters and coaches to help each other get better, along with being a place where I am posting a lot of exclusive educational content. This morning, I just put up my client Mirko's coaching check-in publicly so I could talk to you guys about how we are finishing up his meet prep and giving you an idea of how I'm trying to shape a really productive meet prep through the taper to turn into a really freaking good meet day. And I think that is going to be super valuable for a lot of young coaches to get a better idea of how a taper can be run. So sign up if you want to sign up. Don't if you don't. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day.
Team Activated is how we are going to make powerlifting better for lifters and coaches everywhere. It's not just a place for you to get exclusive educational content from me, see tutorials, or have access to my movement library. It is a place for lifters and coaches to interact with each other, ask questions, and help the entire group get better as a whole. You'll be able to get form checks, troubleshoot programming, get advice on injuries and nutrition, and more importantly, I'm putting up new videos every single week to better help your education as a powerlifter. So if you take training or coaching seriously and want to be the best at it that you can be, hop in the group, because the more people in it, the more valuable it becomes.